Yo. What's up, guys? Welcome to the first ever Tesla earnings watch party. It's kind of weird. It's the middle of the week. I feel like I should say, welcome to Stock Watch Sunday. It's been a minute since I've done a live stream in the middle of the week like this, but welcome, guys. There's like 160 of you in here. You guys must have nothing better to do than to hang out and wait for me to go live. And for that, I thank you. If you're visiting for the first time, welcome to Own the Chaos. The stock market's crazy and chaotic, and I made it my mission to help you own it. Hopefully you stick around, subscribe to this channel, and let's just hang out and have fun. So obviously you're here because we are hanging out for the Tesla earnings to be released. Just to kind of give you what we're expecting here. Tesla could find a way onto the S&P 500 if it posts profits for the second quarter, which I think we will, which we'll get to in a second. Estimated earnings are for a loss of 11 cents, which I think is the absolute joke. Curious to hear what your guys' thoughts are on this. I think that the earnings are probably going to be over $1. Honestly, I think it's going to shock a lot of people. I could be wrong, but that's my bold prediction for today. Like I said, I think it's laughable. Willing to bet we see $1. Elon Musk is one board vote away from a $2.1 billion payout. Another payout for Elon Musk. Unbelievable. $2.1 billion. I can't even fathom that number. That number is just ridiculous to me. I mean, that's higher than a lot of countries' GDP. Kyle says $1.15. Evil Penguin Bob. These are hilarious. Evil Penguin Bob says 69-cent beats it. Is 69-cent earnings per share. So just kind of give you another backstory here. 96,000 cars were sold, which blew away sales expectations by even that of Bloomberg, which were on the bullish side of around 82,000. Shanghai was closed. Their Shanghai factory was only closed for a week during issues of the Rona during quarter two, which I think is pretty good, pretty solid. And Fremont, California factory was also closed, but closed for a much shorter period of time than many of its other competitors, manufacturers or manufacturing plants. And the outlook here, I think, should be good. And I think that's what investors are really wanting to know about. Look, the stock market, as I say all of the time, is a forward-thinking vessel, a forward-looking vessel. So if Elon or the rest of the Tesla crew comes out and says, hey, we got nothing but positivity moving forward here. We're really looking forward to what sales will be like for the rest of the year. I think that we'll see a huge run-up, and we could see it close to $2,000 a share. That's my opinion if all goes well. If the planets align, they blow earnings out of the water, and they have a really amazing outlook, I think it's going to be absolutely monstrous for the company, for the stock, and for its investors. Not so much for the shorts. VS says a $4.20 beat. Ryan says 0.07, 0.05. I think those are pretty conservative, but I can respect that. Chuck says, Chuck. Did you just change your name? I feel like it was something else. 75 cents is where he's saying. These are all pretty good guesses. 69. Oh, man, that's hilarious. Yeah, so, I mean, I think that general consensus here says they beat, at least in the Own the Chaos crew. Microsoft. Let's not forget about other earnings that are going on this afternoon as well. And we can wait on Microsoft, or we can wait for the bell here, which is about ready to ring here just about any second. But Microsoft is also one that I'm looking for. Average estimates, according to Yahoo, are at $1.37 per share is what their earnings are expected to come in at. I think they actually come in above that, $1.50. This was both Tesla and Microsoft were on Stockwatch Sunday last week. My estimations have not changed. The record sales in PCs for the quarter across the board, not just for Microsoft, but for HP, Dell, Asus, a lot of them. Obviously, Microsoft Teams has played a huge part in dealing with the Rona. We already know how Zoom has impacted this video conferencing space. Let's not forget the overall cloud sales could reach as much as 40% for the first time, and I think it'll be interesting to see those numbers as well. First time in June, I should say. Let me rephrase that. What's up, Don? Don Fran Show in the house. Good to see you, my man. Figured you'd be in here. Thanks for hanging out, guys. 301 people here, concurrent viewers. That's absolutely insane. 301 concurrent viewers in the middle of the week. You guys are amazing. Let's get those likes up if you guys are bullish on Tesla. Get the likes up if we're bullish on Tesla. You think Tesla's beating earnings? Give me a like. I see a lot of nervous Nellies out here. That's all right. That's all right. If they beat and they do not get included in the S&P, I think they have a couple of other parameters they have to meet. Don't quote me on that. Not quite sure, but there's like but it's all small stuff, so I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. Already talked about Microsoft. Yes, we are watching Microsoft as well, and yeah. So the market is officially closed. So now we're waiting to see what when the earnings do eventually come out. I'll be flipping back and forth, just looking for Microsoft as well as Tesla, of course. Microsoft looks like it's a little volatile right now. It looks like earnings may have come out for Microsoft right now. Right now is a little bit of a drop off. No official word on what those earnings are just yet. Let's come back over to Tesla. Tesla earnings call, I think, is at 4:30 or 5:30 Eastern time. But the earnings should come out before then. Let's check back in with you guys. What does Don think on Tesla beating earnings? I think Don thinks that Tesla will beat earnings as well, but I'll let him speak for himself. I think you need 5%. I think it's 5% before you got to file is it a SG13, SD13 filing? Yeah, 5:30 Eastern time. So 5:30 Eastern time will be the actual earnings call, but we'll have the earnings results well before that. Will I be buying if Tesla dips? Absolutely. I think that it will be interesting if they do not beat those earnings. I mean, what I always tell people too, if you're going into earnings, if you're going to hold over earnings calls, the thing of it is that it is very risky. And so if you're holding through earnings, don't hold any more than you can afford to lose. I always suggest trimming going into earnings plays, and then getting back in off of the reaction, playing the reaction. But some people choose to hold through them, and that's perfectly fine if that's what their risk tolerance allows. So really just depends on the individual. That being said, we got 480 folks in here. Woo! This is awesome. Tesla's down. Oh, Tesla's down. Is it? No, Tesla's not down. Not yet, it's not. Let's see here. Microsoft looks like it's suffering here a bit. Microsoft's tanking quite a bit. Still no official word on Microsoft. Quarterly sales beat looks like on Microsoft. Microsoft beats $1.46 compared to $1.37. I was close. I said $1.50. $1.50. Here's the thing with earnings, though, guys. There might be something in these earnings that could potentially not be good. Maybe the outlook isn't great, and that's probably why it could be selling off here. And that's why earnings are such a crapshoot sometimes. But they did beat earnings, so Brad was right on that. Revenue, looks like they beat revenue, like I said. Yeah, $1.46. I was close. I said $1.50. Was damn close there. So all we are waiting on now is Tesla. Looks like Microsoft's coming back here a little bit as well. Okay. Grab some Microsoft shares. Yeah, I think grabbing Microsoft shares was a good call, Don. I mean, looks like all their numbers are pretty solid. 2:30 Pacific time. The earnings actual call, so the conference call is at 2:30 Pacific time. So the report should come out well before then. Should come out about any minute. I can't even repeat that comment. Is Chipotle's earnings today? That's a good question. Let me double check. Chipotle's earnings today. And we can talk about other stuff while we're waiting, folks. We can talk about other stuff. Feel free to shoot the questions over to me. I'll be happy to answer those. Let me double check that. I know that there are. Oh my God, it's storming outside here in middle of nowhere, Maryland. It's storming real bad, folks. Hopefully, I don't lose power. That would suck, right? Right before earnings come out. To answer your question, yes, Chipotle does have earnings that do come out today. So let's just run it down. Chipotle, Align, Netgear, CSX, Whirlpool, Las Vegas Sands, which we know probably abysmal. CSX might actually be good. We'll have to wait and see on that. And Meritage Homes. Meritage Homes will probably be good as well. But so those are the earnings that are coming out. But I can take a look at Chipotle. And still waiting on Chipotle's earnings as well. So nothing on those just yet. Just got a news article here. It says Tesla will quadruple in 5 years, according to quite a few analysts here. That would be absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Oh my God. Did you hear that? Can you guys hear that thunder through this microphone? It's crazy. My whole house just shook. Like and subscribe if Tesla beats earnings. Oh my God. Thoughts on SHLL? So SHLL, so Shell. So I think Shell. Look, I think they probably are a halfway decent company, but the fact of the matter is that they're still a spec play. So SPAC plays basically what they are is that it's a blank check type shell company, and so it's a reverse merger that's taken place, and I think they probably have some decent promise. But honestly, if I'm looking at the EV companies outside of Tesla that I like, now granted they're all speculative in nature, which means that they all carry their own levels of inherent risk. But I think that the ones that excite me the most are SPAQ or that will be Fisker. I was a huge fan of Fisker when they first started to come out. That Fisker Karma was a sexy vehicle, real sexy. So I think that they have a lot of promise. I mean, Henrik Fisker has already been through this before, right? Yes, he failed, but many car companies do. I think he's learned from that, and he's partnering with Volkswagen for a lot of his outsourcing, a lot of his manufacturing. So they're working together. And Henrik Fisker has done designs for Aston Martin, Ford. There's another one that's escaping me right now, but a lot of other big companies. And I think that SPAQ has a lot of promise. I really like who's backed behind that. So I like those. I like Workhorse as well, especially if this USPS deal goes through. That's a huge deal. If you have postal workers riding around in electric vehicles. I mean, it's crazy time we live in for a lot of reasons, but this is just another step in the change of our history. I mean, just to see that mail carriers will be riding around electric vehicles, that'll be huge for Workhorse if that ends up going through. So in that space, those are the two that I like outside of Tesla the most. And the rest of them, I think, are just trying to play catch up in the race to kind of like take over some market share. Good question, though. I really like that one. Tesla missed. Are you kidding me? No way. I don't see anything. What am I seeing? What am I missing? Are you guys pulling my leg? You guys are pulling my leg. You all suck. I was like, what? Oh my God. We're leaving the BlackBerry and getting the smartphone. Oh my God. Yeah, right. You guys suck. You guys are terrible. Yeah, I saw. I was like, what the hell? It's all good. I went and looked. Listen, I went and did my own due diligence. What else we got? So still waiting on Chipotle. If you guys want to look at Chipotle, we can look at Chipotle. Let's see here. And we can double check on Microsoft as well. Looks like Chipotle may have missed. They gapped down considerably. Right now they have now sold off quite considerably from 1187 down to 1144. Microsoft looks like it's still selling off pretty significantly. I'm wondering what the bad news with Microsoft actually is, despite beating their earnings, and looks like the revenue and everything was good. Lots of times this reaction ends up being an overreaction, folks. So if Microsoft somehow came out and said, oh, you know, the outlook's really not all that great or whatever, maybe they pulled some numbers that they're not quite sure what the forecast may be in the next 2 quarters. That could spook a lot of people. But if they crushed earnings, and it looks like they beat them pretty handily, $1.46, they beat revenue expectations. There's not really much else that I'm seeing that really kind of would deter me from buying it. So this is one of those classic examples of, you know, they came out with really good numbers. It's a good quality company. We know Microsoft is only going to continue to grow and develop, and I think this would be a great opportunity to potentially grab on the dip. Now, we have to wait and see where it settles out. Would I suggest catching a falling knife? No. Right now, as I'm looking at the chart here, you can see that it's continuing to tank. There's no bounce in it whatsoever right now. So it's still an opportunity to just wait and watch and see where this may end up landing. But it's selling off pretty sharply here. It says Microsoft here will give guidance on earnings conference call starting at 5:30 Eastern time. So still waiting on that. Just checking back in with Tesla. But yeah, like I said, in my opinion, I think that Microsoft might lend itself a really good opportunity to grab the dip on. It just has to settle out. We have to look for a good opportunity for that one. Had to take a sip of the Lord's Lemonade. It's the Lord's Lemonade right here. Amazon for long term. Yeah. I think Microsoft's going to be good. Lawsuit in Europe for unfair competition. Yeah, I saw that, but that was by Slack, right? It didn't seem to really affect it too much. I hope Elon mixes up earnings and tells us Q2 2021. Looks like somebody shorted. Oh, Willis. What's up, Willis? Shorted Chipotle into earnings. Nice job on that. 600. We're up to 712. This is absolutely insane, guys. Can we get to 1,000 concurrent viewers? Unbelievable. I've never had this many concurrent viewers in a live stream. Not even on Stockwatch Sunday. This is complete. This is amazing. You guys are awesome. Thanks, Mark. I appreciate it. Still just waiting around for Tesla. Looks like a couple of other earnings have come in. We've already talked about Microsoft right now, and just checking back in on the price of Microsoft trying to bounce here. We'll see if it actually does. but it has come down as low as 204 from 212. So 200, I think, will probably end up being a pretty crucial support for Microsoft. I'm seeing it right around 201.39, 201.40 could be the low for it. We'll see if it continues to come down, but as of right now, it appears to me that this is a bit of an overreaction. Whatever investors are not liking about this earnings report, I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. But I think regardless, that this would probably be a good opportunity to buy on the dip on this overreaction. But again, we still have to wait for, obviously, some confirmation of some sort of bounce. I would imagine, looking for some sort of consolidation here, just kind of seeing where it may end up going. So still just keeping an eye on Microsoft for now. Checking back in with Tesla. Still, the Dow just posted its first close above 27,000 since what? Tesla's moving, folks. Tesla's up to 1662. 1688. Here we go. Here we go, guys. Tesla is moving. Holy crap. Oh, my God. 1698 was its high pre-market a couple days ago. Let's see if it gets back to its previous highs, close to 1800. What was that? 1794.99 was its all-time high. We'll see if it ends up breaking it. So it's looking pretty good for Tesla, like they may have beaten earnings, but we're no official word on that just yet. By the way, if you guys are getting value out of this video, if you're loving this watch party so far, give me a good old like. And if you want to be a part of the Chaos Crew, where I put out a watch list every single day, click that join button and be a part of the Chaos Crew. Help support this channel. Certainly would appreciate that. Tesla is moving. Tesla moving close to $1,700 a share now. Spiked all the way up to around $16.98. Unbelievable. Really, really big move here. Still no official word on what exactly we're going, or as far as what earnings are. Remember, I said over $1 is what I was expecting on Tesla as far as earnings. Still just waiting on those numbers to come in here. But it's looking like they beat them and beat them pretty handily. I see a lot of hell yes. Can I get a hell yeah? It's rolling, folks. It is rolling. Looking really good here. Pulling back a little bit right now, just looking at this 5-minute chart, pulling back some. But yeah, Tesla is moving pretty good. We're going on a march. I love it. I love it. Yes, let's get the likes up for Tesla. Here we go. Getting bought up significantly here, guys. Getting bought up significantly here. No official word yet, but it looks as if they may have beaten them. But again, no official word on whether or not the report has signified that they beat. It's the stream is a little delayed, that's all. It's a We Trade HQ marathon. Yes. I love it, Don. I love it. So, yeah, if you guys are, go check out the Don Fran show. Once we break here, we get official word. Go check him out if you guys want to. We'll call it the after party. Call it the after party, Don. Elon Musk said he just tweeted out. No, he didn't. All right. I hate holding through earnings. It's too stressful. Well, then don't. You know? All right. Still just waiting around. Let's see. Man, I have 810 concurrent viewers. You guys are amazing. Let's get those likes up, folks. Would appreciate it. Tesla pulling back here. It's getting a little wild here. Still just waiting on those earnings to come out. I see a lot of you guys are excited. This is awesome. All right, so while we're waiting, let me go ahead and just double check back in with Microsoft. I know a lot of you guys are in this one, or we're expecting some good news out of this one. And it looks like the news overall was pretty good, and I don't know not sure what to think of this, but starting to see some buying return on Microsoft. So a potential bounce here is occurring. It did come all the way down pretty close to its support level. I called it around 201.40. For Microsoft, it's come back down as low as 204.50. It's starting to get bought back up here. So volume is dropping off on this one on Microsoft. So we'll just kind of see what's going on there. But still, again, no official word on Tesla, as Microsoft did beat earnings, but the reaction is a little bit lacking. Let's go back and look at, if you guys are curious about Chipotle. Let's see here. Chipotle actually beat earnings. So still, same deal. It's such is life when it comes to earnings, guys. So Chipotle actually beat earnings. They're starting to get bought back up here. It was a significant sell-off. Not quite sure what the deal was with that. Maybe it continues to get bought up here. So many crazy things happen after hours once earnings reports comes out. So could be a number of things as to why the reaction was the way that it was. Yeah, just continue to watch this one. Still awaiting Tesla. We're patiently awaiting. You guys are incredible, by the way. Thanks so much for hanging out. I really appreciate this. It really helps out the channel. Hopefully you guys are having a good time. Looks like somebody became a member. Welcome. Welcome to the Chaos Crew. All right. Still just waiting here. Let me pull this up. Pull something else up here. I think my my TD is lagging here a little bit. Here we go. So Tesla has beat earnings here. It looks as if, let me just get some official numbers here real quick. Revenue 6.04 billion. Versus gap loss share of $1.06 expected. So 50 cents. Looks like they beat. Looking through the rest of this, consensus analysts expected Tesla would report modest gap loss for the second quarter, even after company unexpectedly posted a quarter-over-quarter jump in deliveries despite coronavirus pandemic. And this, I'm just going off of Yahoo Finance, folks. Tesla sold 11,095 vehicles in Shanghai, made Model 3 vehicles in China in May, more than triple sales in April. Unbelievable. So they officially we have official word that they did beat earnings, folks. I was expecting it to be $1. It looks like it was about 50 cents they beat. But they still beat them handily. Everybody was expecting them to actually come in at a loss. Turns out they didn't, and they are once again profitable. So what does this mean? This means that it could potentially be uplisted to the S&P 500. It'll be interesting to see how that goes. I think this is more exciting than sports game. I know. I feel like I'm on the Pat McAfee show, but Yeah, this is good news, guys. I think Tesla's going to continue to run here. And is it overvalued or is it not? I think that'll be the next question a lot of people will be asking themselves over the next couple of days. But it looks as if Elon's going to get his $2.1 billion payout. Unbelievable, guys. Pretty amazing stuff. Pretty amazing stuff. So we'll see what Elon has to say in about an hour. I'm not going to hang around here for that long. Maybe that'll be the Don Fran show after party. If you guys want to go hang out, I'm sure he's going to be going live here soon. So be sure to go check him out. That being said, this is great, guys. This is my first time ever doing this. So if you guys like this, maybe there's some other popular earnings calls you want me to do live streams on, please let me know in the comments. Please feel free to comment. We have 880 people concurrently watching this live stream. So thank you so much to all of you out there watching. I certainly appreciate the support. Give me a thumbs up if you guys like this. And again, once again, if you guys want to be a part of the Chaos Crew, where I put out a watch list for you every single day, click the join button, or the link is in the description as well. And it's just being a part of it. It's just being a channel member. It's $4.99 a month, super cheap. I put out a watch list for you every single day. You can see people have these nice, cool looking bears next to you, next to their names. You get to be a part of a really cool community. We have almost 500 people in the Chaos Crew. So you want to go check that out. I think it's well worth it. I'm sure people will attest to that. And yeah, that's going to do it for me, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, I will see you all before the bell. And B. Smith is out. Go Tesla.